G'day and welcome to Game 2 of Team Secret versus Team Liquid in this lower bracket final of TI11. This is possibly Matamba Man's last game in professional Dota. They have to win. They have to win to stay in this tournament. Secret have won Game 1. Liquid will have to reverse sweep this series to make it through to the finals. They've had such a run, Team Liquid. You know, they've had this aura about them all the way through. They seem to just be able to deal with any problem that's been placed in front of them, and I choose to believe that they're going to bring this series to a Game 3. Secret, though, they've been in this situation before. You know, you never want to let it go to a Game 3. You want to cut it off right now, end the series, get into those finals, and go from there.
10 seconds.
It's Vodka. In case you cut out a reception in a moment, just remember I will be doing split stream today. I'm going to turn off the stream after this game, after this series, and I'll come back on for the finals later. So Team Secret, they banned out the CM and the Lena, the sisters. Sisters have been banned from Team Secret. I mean, the sisterly bond is very strong. So, that's a lore ban there from Team Secret. I'm not sure doing lore bans, you know, this deep in TI is appropriate, but they go for the lore ban. Team Liquid, they get rid of Marcy and Lestrak, of course, because you don't have first pick, so Marcy needs to go. Team Secret open up with Silencer. I guess anticipating the Enigma, but now they could pick Enigma themselves.
10 seconds.
Enigma has not been banned. You pick Silencer, so you've covered the Silencer or the Enigma pick from Team Liquid. They go for Broodmother Tusk. And the Enigma is now yours for the taking, with the primary counter being removed. It's just whether you want to play an Enigma game. You've got like a little mini win in the draft here.
Team Secret's turn to battle.
The Monkey King. So, I do not see a way that Enigma makes it through the second phase. I think Liquid have to ban it out. I think Secret will pick... They will pick Enigma if it's there in second phase.
10 seconds remaining.
With the silence already covering. The Monkey King
5 seconds
can be likely going to be Chrysalis's hero. I think he played Monkey King yesterday, so very experienced with that one. And I mean, it's a strong pos one. Has everything you need. Has farming capacity with the Primal Spring. Has good stun and lockdown with the Boundless Strike. Also wave clear. Jingu Mastery is good for lane, but also for getting the DPS out later on. And of course, it synergizes well with any other sort of AoE spells with the Wukong's command. So, Monkey King, excellent pick all round. Can also get their farm pretty easily, just sort of jump down the side lanes if you've sort of trapped off on the map. Cut waves. Very, very versatile. And for that reason, it can be picked as almost like a 4. Just for that stun initiation, cut waves, just been all the cheeky Monkey King plays. Secret ban out the Pudge. Liquid respond with banning the Magnus. Yeah, so yesterday it was a Monkey King Magnus draft, and it was only the OD from Tundra that saved Tundra that game. It would have been all over. They had Disruptor, Monkey King, and the Magnus. 3 big AoE ults. And yeah, the Ags and then the Shard from the OD just kept saving people, and they could never get the finishes off on the people they initiate on. So Liquid, they sort of see this Monkey King, they don't want a Magnus to follow. That was also an Ember Spirit with that draft. Anglia taken out. Enigma is still there. It works well with Monkey King. Unless you accidentally destroy a tree that your own Monkey King's standing on. But I would be utterly surprised if Liquid don't pick or don't ban the Enigma here. They do have first pick in the second phase. I don't think they can pick Enigma into Silencer. Now, that's sort of just slamming your own head against the wall. Faceless Void has been somewhat ignored a little bit recently as well.
不要凶嘛，我不是故意的。
Yeah, the classic Snapfire Faceless Void second phase, or Invoker Faceless Void second phase. These are heroes that are still available. And since Secret have the Silencer, they're probably the ones that can go for the more wombo combo situation. Because if you're Liquid and you throw out a Chrono and then a Global Silence comes down to cover it, you know, you can't get any follow-up into that. So Liquid really want to pick heroes that are pretty cooldown, like not cooldown dependent, fast moving around the map. You've got Broodmother, you've got Tusk, two heroes that aren't that cooldown dependent, and punish, you know, the long cooldown between globals. And so I think that's really the strat they want to keep moving on with here. You know, there's maybe a Drow draft from Team Liquid, Drow, Luna, one of the two. Try and synergize with this Broodmother early. Yeah, actually, the more I think about Drow, I mean, it'd have to be picked later on, and there could be a ban coming out for Jakiro. So, got a little bit of casual tower push here. Jakiro with the Liquid Fire, Broodmother with the Spiders. Nothing screaming tower push lineup right now, but there are so many heroes left available. You know, as the meta has developed, you know, Death Prophet is just ignored. Yeah, he got nerfed a bunch, but it still does Death Prophet things. I think with Jakiro, with Macropire, that's good damage inside of Chrono if they're thinking about a Faceless Void. And it's not something that can really be globaled. If you get that Macropire on the deck, you know, it's already down. I think Pudge has been banned. They're not really looking for any offlaner. Nyx Assassin. The Nyx is great against the Jakiro. Pretty decent against the Tusk as well. We can Spike Carapace, the Shards. And that will be their 4. So Silencer 5, Nyx Assassin 4, Monkey King will be the 1. And on the side of Liquid, they've got probably their 3, 4, and 5 picked here as well. So Secret still looking to maybe pick up their mid laner here, depending on what they want to leave last, or pick Rezo's hero. That's likely to be the mid, Nisha mid, Primal Beast. And leaving Rezo's hero for last. Liquid, I'd expect them to probably pick Martu's hero now.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
And Drow is hard to play into Monkey King, Nyx, Primal Beast. There's so much gap close there. Someone who's happy to be gap closed on, like Ursa. Ursa's in the draft at the moment if they want to go back for them. Lifestealer has been banned out. Pudge is banned. Ursa. Maybe Slark. You can pounce out of the Wukong's command. Purge off the most of the, yeah, purge off pretty much everything. Pulverize can be dispelled. Bound the Strike can be dispelled. Down to 8 seconds reserve time. Liquid, they are really thinking hard about this pick.
Team Secrets turn to battle.
Tiny. I think that's a mid Tiny. Probably be Mikkei's hero. We see a safe lane Tiny here. That would be something else to see a safe lane Tiny. I don't think we've seen one all TI season.
5 seconds.
I think the
Secrets turn to ban.
The likelihood is it's a mid Tiny. They banned out Lone Druid as well, so no Martu Bear, no Morphling again. So I mean, after you got Morphling last game from Nisha, just making sure that one is not available once again. Nisha would still be still be riding the wave of pure
10 seconds
joy from that
remaining.
last game, playing the Morphling.
5 seconds remaining.
That Morphling ban is somewhat disrespect as well because the Primal Beast looks like it'll probably be mid. As this Primal Beast hero has been worked out, it's been run less in the off lane and more in the mid lane. I'm still pretty convinced this is a mid lane Primal Beast. Naga, another excellent ban as well. So many calls left they can go to. I think if they're looking for a mid secret, it's something that works.
10 seconds remaining.
Could be Puck. If they're looking for an offlaner, I mean
5
Beastmaster.
seconds remaining.
Master's been banned. The Beastmaster's still there.
Team secrets.
Yeah,
Turn
Bat's
to
taken
pick.
out, but Beast is still around. There are just too many options. The Underlord as well, if you're thinking that there's going to be physical damage coming out from this last pick from Team Liquid. Someone who can deal with the Broodmother. Underlord's pretty decent in that regard. Sort of sit on the lane.
10
Tidehunter.
seconds remaining.
Tidehunter is in the draft as well.
5 seconds remaining.
Tidehunter would be very good setup for the Wukong's command. Going with Primal Beast, and then have the counter initiation with the Ravage.
Team Liquid's
Secret,
turn
their
to
last
pick.
pick will be the Queen of Pain. Okay, so it looks like it will be an offlane Primal Beast, mid-quap. And Tiny's gonna not like being against a quap.
10 seconds
I mean, he's still
remaining.
gonna get his farm, but he's probably have to send out a bit of regen.
5
The dagger, there's
seconds
no real
remaining.
way for him to dodge that dagger. And he is melee, so he's going to be close enough for that dagger to be cast on him the whole time. He doesn't have the spells to secure last hits. Sniper. I was thinking of Drowway, but Drow Sniper, very, very similar. So Team Liquid, Martu Sniper, Mickey on the Tiny, Insania on Jakiro, Boxy on the Tusk, and Zai has the Broodmother. The side of Secret, Nisha will have the Queen of Pain. Reza will be on the offlane Primal Beast. Zyke once again on the Nyx Assassin. He had an excellent game in game 1. Uppy on the 5 Silencer, and Crystallis on the 1 Monkey King. This game is going to come down to a lot to the mid laners. Will Nisha or Mickey get a bit of a run on in this series? I think that will be about it. Because if Mickey starts to get a bit of a roll on, then he can start picking off Crystallis as well. Whereas if Nisha gets steamrolling in this game, Martu is just going to be food as well in the sniper until he gets much later on in the game. He has a few more items and can stand his ground. So I think a lot comes down to these mid laners. Now, Zai's going to look to try and control a certain portion of the map to create safe farming patterns for his other 2 cores. So
honestly, I'm really impressed.
Zai having an sort of good early game will be highly dependent on maybe those mid rotations as well.
Prepare for
Predictions.
battle.
Blink daggers by 25. 1.
What the?
I love Dota so much.
2.
Am I smiling?
First blood.
Trigger
I love Dota so much.
2.
I love Dota so
6.
much.
I'll
逆行
pretend
逆行，
I
你上
didn't
你上，
enjoy
逆
this.
行逆行，你上你上。
Righto. So both teams are moving out to get that vision down on the map. R2 ran mid. Still has an observer ward with him. Didn't end up planning it. The other one for Secret will be up on this little cheeky high ground spot here on the corner. Liquid will throw their own high ground ward on the bottom river wood spot. And I think the other 2 wards are yet to be placed. still holding on to them. Not sure where they are. Here's one's been placed here. Puppy's put one down. And Matu's still... He handed it off. Box actually have no items. I guess he's sending them out on the courier. The top river. There could actually be a bit of a fight here. Shrapnel would be thrown down. You are the... I think we go 2 and 2 either way. So, as we head to our lanes, in the mid lane, Nisha on the Queen of Pain, laning up against Matu on the Sniper. Down in the bottom lane, we'll be seeing Zaya on the Broodmother, supported by Boxy on the Tusk, and they're laning against Puppy on the 5 Silencer, and Monkey King being played by Crystallis. In the top lane, double stun already coming out from Zayak, playing the Assassin, he laning with Rezo on the Primal Beast against Mickey and Insania. They've actually put Mickey in the safe lane on the Tiny, and it's Sniper, Matu Sniper middle. Did I say that before? Or did I just completely whiff on that one? There you go. They've actually switched up their lanes. So with Mickey going to the top lane, they want to put the Sniper against the Queen of Pain, realizing that the Tiny would have had an absolute nightmare against this Queen of Pain in the mid lane, instead sending him top, and we effectively have like a bit of a safe lane Tiny. Now, I don't think he's going to be played like a safe lane Tiny. I don't think he's going to have the farm priority of going for sort of the physical right-click damage build. Probably still be looking for that Blink Dagger into maybe Echo Saber and a Blink Dagger, look for those initiations, but Archer will be the one who is that late game core. And he does lane a lot better against a Queen of Pain early on. 6 and 0 up against 3 and 1, so already he's doing quite well against Nisha in these lanes. Bottom side, Boxy is just being chased a little bit by Puppy with the... He doesn't have the Glaive of Wisdom at the moment, just the Arcane Curse level 1.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Zayak being chased as well by Insania. Actually doesn't have the Mango. Maybe he might have thrown it out there with the dual breath. I think he would have had the chase down onto Zayak. I guess the movement speed is a little bit 330 movement speed as opposed to 290. Might have not been close enough, although Zayak shows himself again. He's healed up enough from the tangos, so dual breath won't be enough for the time being. Matu does throw down his ward now. Nisha doesn't have a sentry on him, and Matu's, yeah, he's got to respect Nisha. Level 2 in the dagger, does throw down the shrapnel, and yeah, Nisha can't really stand in that shrapnel. Both have their ways to bully back the other, and thinking forward over the shrapnel, that's one way to do it. We'll get the deny, and the dagger off onto Matu. Crystallis. Silken Bowler did connect, but he was already up onto the tree. Went for the early level in the tree dance, so 1-1-1 build at the moment for Crystallis on this safe lane Monkey King. And we still have a no first blood for the time being. I mean, it says there's a banner in there. That is a bit of a visual spectator bug. Ike. It's a level 2 avalanche, but it's not enough to get through Zayak. He will salve up and hopefully find once again.
Too bad for you.
Puppy has 1 mango left. Glaives of Wisdom now. So can get that temporary insteal over on the Boxy. Make it a little bit harder for him to cast his spells. But Zaya's looking like he's having a decent start. 14 and 2, and as I am looking bottom, well, I've been pretty good recently. First blood goes on the top lane to the side of Liquid. Mickey gets that one. And Zayak does end up going down. Bottom side, Zai is just getting a little bit zoned. Crystallis this time has been caught by the tag team. And Crystallis, he does get off the Jingu, but no Boundless Strike to follow up. Still going to follow onto this. No, just got the damage out. And he has Tango, so has to be decently careful. 4 stacks of Jingu still. Wants to get off a good Boundless Strike heal. Maybe on the creep wave. Lining them up. Does miss Zai, but does get a decent amount of heal from that. We're going to Crystallis again. Tag team is up, and I think this is probably going to be a dead Monkey King. The body blocks Coming out. One more right click from Zai with that insatiable hunger. Proc. Bonus 35 damage. 35 damage plus the tag team. 20. A lot of damage. Upside Jakiro will go down. Insania getting caught by Rezo. 2 levels in the trample is more than enough to work through that Jakiro. Jakiro's a tanky support, but not that tanky. Mid lane. Boxy came in for a roll. Matu's quite low as well. Both will just get away. I wonder if he'll throw his salve towards Matu, or he's just going to run all the way back to base. I think he's running to base. Level 5. There are no creeps underneath the tower at the moment, so we'll happily take that. Dyke has the enchanted mangoes. Just the wind lace at the moment, so decently fast for the movement speed. Really chase down this courier. Slow comes out from Insania and says, "Don't kill the courier. Don't kill them. Please. Protect the man." DP coming in here. Does that refill the bottle? No. Just handing over some items. No bottle on Matu. Nisha though does have the bottle. Level 5. Bottom lane. The Chrysalis again has the Boundless still available. Idiarun, bottom side. Oh, Puppy will deny it. Patu. He watches it disappear in front of his eyes. Gone for the 3 Wraith Bands, so heavy stats already. And Nisha can't really stand against the sniper. My goodness. Going again, in mid lane, Boxy and Matu. Well, kill did happen top lane. Link in with the Sonic Wave. Matu, who's being caught, but he's going to probably try and get the trade kill in return. With the Ice Path coming out for Insania on the side. Can they get anything else on the Zayak? No. Everyone's out of mana. And as that happened, there was a kill on the top lane, I believe. Mike got the Primal Beast. So, kills all around the map at the moment. Foxy just soaking a little bit of XP on the mid lane. We'll work towards that level 6. Probably does want to have to use the book if he can get some levels mid, and instead give the book over the other way. Chrysalis is starting getting chased by the spiders. Level 6 is online for Zai. Spawn spiderlings. Chrysalis, he sort of has to vacate the area. And the tier 1 tower, it's going to be under threat. We've got a catapult hitting. Wave is being cut. Batu might turn up in the area as well. He's just going to start blinking away at the tower. Got a decent amount of damage. 74 with the triple Wraith Bands. Chrysalis will TP out. He's headed up to the top side of the map. And the 1 level in the Boundless Strike. They want to try and set up onto Mike. And go for it. There's a stun. Follow up Impale. Puppy has a little bit of damage. Mike might be able to walk it off. It's pretty tanky. 1500 HP. A bunch of armor. Even with Rezo coming through, Wukong's thrown over on top. They're going to get caught with the Pulverize inside the Wukongs. And that will be enough. There's 4 heroes to take down this Tiny. I mean, it was a pretty hard kill, really. And the tier 1 tower is still standing. What didn't transition into a tower push. Whereas bottom lane, Matu did end up getting that tier 1. Insania's got to be super careful here. Catch quite the stun. Boxy. Invisible. 3 levels in the tag team. Get in onto Chrysalis. He might. With a +1 or +2 that are in here in the lane, they can get the job done. And I go on the Rezo. Insania's trying to maybe bait this out. Snowball. Coming through the Ice Shards as well. Stun actually misses. From Insania, whiffed slightly to the right-hand side. And I think that probably might have been a kill with Mike coming across level 4 in Avalanche. And now, Foxy, caught by the dagger, but let's do a little bit of hiding in the trees. Like, and both Nisha will back themselves up and continue to get the XP under the tower.
Got it.
Puppy soaking bottom lane. Wants to get to that level 6 as well. He's almost level 5 at the moment. Seems to be where he likes to chill out and get those levels. This game, it's pretty even so far. That 1k net worth lead
Dire's
to
middle tower
Liquid,
is under
but
attack.
Liquid, this is their tournament life. It's on the line. This is everything for them. If they lose this game, they are out. Secret will progress to the grand final of TI11. Things are going pretty well for them.
Dire's courier
I
has
don't
been
think
killed.
Zai actually got his items there. Maybe he did. I think it might have just delivered them in time. Continues to build up the spider army, but they will get trampled down. Resolution will deal with that. They have good heroes for the spiders, you know, Queen of Pain as well as Primal Beast. Both can deal with the spider spam. Now, yeah, Mickey is going for the Blink Dagger, so certainly not sort of your typical safe lane, tiny build. He didn't max out the tree throw, just got the 1 level for laning, and went in for the avalanche and the toss. So when he gets that Blink Dagger online, he can make some good rotation. Insania level 5, Foxy level 5 as well. Either of them bought the book. So there is a chase happening. Zai's a little too fast in the webs. A book here? Yeah, there is a book. The tome's heading out to Insania, so he'll be level 6. Foxy, quarter of a level away. He should get there reasonably quickly as well. Soak a little bit XP from these creeps dying. And yeah, he just needs like 1 more creep to die and he'll have the level 6. The side of Secret, Puppy is half a level away, so very, very close as well. And Zayak, same thing, half level away. I believe he has, is there a book coming out soon enough? They're very close to having all level 6s available for both teams. Maybe Liquid just got there a little bit earlier, so there might be a very, very small window here for Liquid supports to make a bit of a play. All the level 6s are online from Secret, but yeah, this creep wave here is going to pretty much do it for Zayak. Maybe 1 more creep after that, but you can see it's going to tick him up quite quickly. Yeah, he'll get it here. So level 6s are online. Puppy comes to this mid lane as well, says I want a piece of that XP. And now Zayak goes immediately in for the Vendetta. Catch over onto Nisha with the snowball, but Boxy may have gone a little bit too far here. Shrapnel's on the deck. Matu wants to try and capitalize by Carapace from Zayak, but he will die. So it is 1-for-1 trade. Meanwhile, in the back line, Zai's being caught by the Pulverize, but scurrying over the edge of the tree line. He could be just fine. That free pathing on the Broodmother. Very, very hard to lock down. Particularly with those level 4 webs now, getting the additional 48% movement speed, 11 health regen. It's hard to bring down inside that. Actually, there's the blink from Mickey, stun follow-up, and that's a dead Queen of Pain. The blink reveal from Mickey, paying off onto Nisha. So blinked in there just to harass Matumba Man, and Matumba Man had backup. The bodyguard was in the area.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Spider Army is making their way across. Trying to put a little bit of pressure on this tier 1 tower. I'll turn up. They're actually not underneath the web there, so they don't have the regen. Another blink in, initiate, and find the 2 backline supports, but covering from Resolution with the onslaught. Macropie is down on the deck. Global Silence will come out, but it's probably a little bit too late. Tiny does die with the stun. Sniper Matu's dead as well. Insania is being caught. He does get the kill on to Queen of Pain. Buyback from Puppy. Did manage to turn around that fight with the global. Very, very similar to game 1 actually. In fact, almost identical.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Almost identical. Liquid were able to take a fight in the mid lane, catching out Puppy, but the immediate buyback comes, and the fight is turned off the back of the global silence. And in game 1, they managed to get a Roshan from that little play. Not so much this time. No Roshan taken. They're not as beneficial for the side of Secret. Punch up into the air on Chrysalis. Down the strike will come out. I believe Fox is probably fine. While this are making the go on Box in the top lane, Puppy did get caught around the river. Nikkei is now a huge kill threat. He's just moving with the Blink Dagger. And pretty much anywhere where he goes, there is threat
Got it.
Dire's top
Insania,
tower
just a
is
one
falling.
level in the liquid fire. Decided to try and get the maxed out ice
Radiant's
path
middle
as soon
tower
as
is under
possible.
attack.
See him coming across. Resolution's there. Abba tossed back in. Into the stun with the Macropyre. Insatiable Hunger. Will they have enough damage onto Resolution? They will. Nisha standing in the fire as well. Will be ticking down with the DD. He does do a bit of damage. Double boundless strike. Nikkei will die to the damage. Nisha, spiders are on top of him. Stun. Onto Chrysalis. Snowball, though, off to the side, catches onto Puppy. I think they will get rid of the Silencer. Assassinate onto Chrysalis, providing the vision. If they have anything more to chase with, they need to stop him from jumping away. Shrapnel as well. Spawn Spiderlings. Sun will miss. He's going into the trees, but he will go down. The Liquid, they strike back. And the Tumber Man is alive.
Is under attack.
He's happy with his participation in those kills, and they're going to get a tier 1 tower for it.
Radiant's
So
middle
Liquid,
tower has fallen.
they're not going to go down. They're not going to bow out of this international without a fight. Boxy runs into Zayak. Snowball. Catch him on the stun. This is it. And there's the initiation, but there's a global silence. Damage has already been done from
Dire's courier
Mickey. He's probably going to turn around in a moment. But Matama Man, he doesn't really care about the silence. He just runs up and starts hitting. Now the chase is on to Resolution. Mickey will have the combo in a second, but they decide to back up. One good thing about the sniper is he doesn't really care about global silence. Like, he's not really going to be casting Assassinate. The Shrapnel is a bit whatever. So for him, global silence doesn't really do a whole lot. And I think Liquid, they've thought about the silencer in this draft, and they've drafted heroes that are less susceptible to a global. But the Broodmother, he's still going to be able to try and disengage on the webs. Got Jakiro, who probably has already thrown down the Ice Path and the Macropyre, and contributed decently to the fight. Probably wants to chill for the next few seconds anyway. Mickey, who probably going to be engaging, and will cast the Avatos combo on someone, you know, before the global comes out. T-Resolution, he wants to try and kill the spiders. He's running away and saying, yeah, has a slow. Tilton Bowler stun will stop him from going back across that path. Puppy, though. Ooh, Silence, be careful. The spiders will come and eat you. Mid lane, Boxy. Does look like he's going to get caught by Nisha and the crew.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Sonic Wave still available. Just, I think that's the Witchblade doing plenty of work there with the level 3 dagger. So both teams, it's almost like a boxing match, just sparring back and forth, constantly keeping the other team on its toes. Guys controlling the bottom jungle. I actually want to try and kill him here. Going in, I want to get the spiders. That might be it for the time being. Just killing off the spiders from Rezo, that will be enough to send Puppy and Rezo running backwards as the rest of Team Liquid make their way down to this bottom lane. Maxed out Ice Path now, just the one in Liquid Fire, so pushing towers isn't too good. Silken Bowler is now level 4, so maximum slow, maximum mischance, and the additional damage, 160 impact damage, that's something. Good way to cancel the jump from the Monkey King, or Primal Spring.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's
Free dance,
middle
Primal
tower
Spring.
is under attack. Radiant's
I mean, I understand the
bottom
Primal
tower is
Spring
under
is the
attack.
actual jump down, the Tree Dance is the jump up, but cancels the Primal Spring. Boxy moving forward with the smoke. They find Nisha, who's not really the target they want. Ooh, Mickey's so close. His eyes on the hunt, though. Old Puppy tumbling toy over the actual shards. They catch Chrysalis up on the high ground. Wukon's command was being cast. Thinking about throwing it down, tossed up in the air. Stun onto the edge. He's going to do a little bit of work. Macropyre in the middle of the fight. There's another avalanche. Nisha will die to the spiders, as well as the burn from Insania. So it's actually a decent turnaround for Liquid there. Secret probably thought they were getting a bit of a surprise engagement there, but ooh, that was, I mean, he's got a BKB. He's got a BKB, but still, that was a little bit risky potentially. Curious. Running across. So I've gone for the Path of Insight, and now going back for the Vlads and probably Wraith Pact later. So Dying didn't immediately need the Wraith back, but instead the pipe was the better value item early on, just to give some more effective HP to the rest of his team and to the spiders. Now, effective HP from the Queen of Pain spells as well as the Primal Beast. It's something to think about. Looks like we're going to get something here onto the back line, finding the silencer, so there'll be no global. BKB from Resolution, huge ice path, catching in the middle of the fight. Nisha on the back lines, they're trying to get the damage, but he can't get enough. He will blink away. Mickey went down to the Primal Beast plus Zayak in that fight. And is this a Roche attempt? They're just straight into the Roche pit. They have vision up. Entry down. Was this seen though? Is this there? I think it was seen though. They're aware this is happening. Secret. Do they want to get over and contest it? Have to be quick if they want to. I think Liquid, with the tag team coming in, tag team really does amp up the damage. Everyone getting that additional 95 physical damage on each hit. Yeah, they're not going to be able to get there in time to contest. Even with the global up, R2 will take the Aegis. And they'll be double TP's bottom. Sanya will TP as well to protect. So a little skirmish there that sort of led to the Aegis being claimed. I mean, a skirmish that wasn't even in the favor of Liquid. They lost their mid. And they just went and took the Aegis anyway. So Liquid showing how strong they're feeling this game, despite it being 1k net worth up. You know, sometimes the money differential, the gold differential, is a little bit of a sort of like a misindicator, because gold on certain heroes are disproportional to other heroes. You know, if you have a lead in an early game, it can sometimes feel like you have a lot more than what you actually have. And gold and effective gold are other things as well. So, you know, lots of little effective items piped inside. That's going to provide a good amount of survivability at this point in the game. Sniper's got these Wraith bands. Got some very good effective items. Jumping forward, that. I think they're going to find Puppey. There's the global, but it's going to be wasted. So no global now, and Liquid, they're pretty free just to move on. Sending the spiders forward so they can scout out Chrysalis. The stun will be there. Deals with a few of them. The rest will just scout out across the map if they can find anyone around. Meanwhile, Matu pop the Mask of Madness and continue to go work on this tier 2. Meanwhile, in the backline, actually caught. They caught the Queen of Pain, Nisha. Caught him napping. The ice wall, ice path, along with the avalanche toss combo from Mickey gets the job done. Just thinking of what's he building towards. He's trying to get that BKB. Ace Rune coming out as well. Yeah, I think you got to back up. Rezo's in the area as the BKB. Yeah, they do manage to get the tower, so cheeky little right clicks there from Matu. I mean, they have the Aegis, and I guess Secret aren't that sure about who's sitting behind him. You see Mickey on the top lane. The Liquid is moving across. And this tier 1 does look like it'll start being chipped down. Mickey is doing some slow hits for 300 damage a pop. As Tinies do. As the attack speed reduction is 30% on the grow.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Chrysalis now building into the Daedalus on Matumba Man. He wants to be able to deal damage. He understands there's enough lockdown from his team with the Ice Path, Mickey's initiation, Boxy's shards. He needs to have enough damage that they can make use of that lockdown. Puppey still hasn't got his 4-star. That could just be flying out now. Is this it? No, it's a Ghost Stick. So, Ghost Scepter ready. Will protect him from the sniper, but not so much from the initiation of Mickey. If anything, that's just going to amp it up even more. So another tier 2 falls for the side of Secret, and almost a reverse of game 1, where Secret had all their towers still standing and Liquid were locked in their base. Now it's the other way around. Liquid, they've still got 3 tier 2s and 1 tier 1, exactly the same as it was for Secret. Although that tier 1 does look like it's going to fall. And they've lost all their tier 2s, so they're out of vision and out of control. TP points is extremely low right now. They're hanging around. Secret. They want to see if they can find something around Insania. Onslaught comes through. All staff. Stun will do the job though. Down the strike from Crystallis. Make sure that Jakiro, Dragon cannot make it away with that 4 staff. But now they want to get more from it. Global is available. BKBs are still ready. Nisha have his own BKB. He does. So this is triple BKBs now from Secret. This is a huge timing. Triple BKBs with Global. Fly's in the area. They're probably going to see him. Stun does connect, and that'll be more than enough with the follow-up of Pale. That's a dead Brood Mother. But once again, it's sort of like a bit whatever. You lose the Brood Mother on the far side of the map. Secret, they do get a little bit of time to farm, which is probably the more important thing. But meanwhile, while this is happening, Mickey is getting bigger, and we all know the scariness of a late game Tiny. Yeah, this hero scales really, really well. Took the avalanche damage, probably end up taking the grow bonus damage with Tree as well. 2 charge charges, minus 8-second avalanche cooldown. This man will get pretty huge, and with a Tree Volley, like if you get around Tree Volley and Crystallis, you can just start soloing people. You get someone stunned, and then the Tree Volley comes out. And if they're held in that AoE, they just die so quickly. There's BKB timings from Secret, which Liquid have to respect. It is the Wraith Pack completed now on Zai. If we have a look, we can see Man's holding the top of the net worth. Zai is actually above Nisha. He's having a bit of a hard game. This one has been caught a couple of times on that Queen of Pain, realizing a little bit how fragile he is. Oxy plants and obs down on the mid lane, wanting to try and catch maybe Zayak moving out, doing a little bit of scouting. Zayak though is head to the bottom lane, and probably he's going to run past these creeps. Arrows are being drawn. And yeah, he wants to go to the bottom side. Has a gem, so wanting to control the map as well. I want to lose that gem. It's the initiation with the Ice Blast. Stun follow-up. Global will slow it down. But Mickey with the BKB is just going to continue on. Take off that Global Silence. Middle of the fight. BKB pop from Resolution and Nisha as well. Crystal is going to work onto the Tiny. Down the Wukong's command after the boundless strike. Stun won't be there to connect. Mickey's got to get out of that Wukong's, and he will throw the tree toss back around. Matu is trying to lifesteal through the damage, but the stun's going to be there. Double Ice Path. He's popped the Mask of Madness. He's just trying to stand his ground, Matu. He's been stunned. Mickey's going to come back in with a follow-up. Ava toss combo. Doesn't save the sniper, but will be enough to claim the team fight. And now Liquid. They head up onto the high ground with the spiders. With the Tiny, who can hit some towers. Insania as well with now level 3 in the Liquid Fire. You can see that tower doesn't really hit very fast. Curse will hit onto Mickey. Silken Bowler as well as the Spawn Spiderlings. Scaring Puppy back a little bit. He hasn't got a 4-star. He's trying to kill onto this Tiny. Gonna just TP out. Ooh, Puppy. Just wandering forward there. He cancelled that TP. Probably could have killed the Silencer. Might have died for it with casting spells, the Arcane Curse on. The extra ticks would have come out, but I think maybe that's what Puppy was playing on there. Maybe a cancelled TP and baiting the death. That's a tier 3 tower claimed from Liquid. Or by Liquid on Secret. The Rax is now open bottom lane. Puppy has level 12, so level 2 Global Silence. Main thing is the 15 seconds less cooldown. 115 second cooldown now. Lasts for a little bit longer, but that's neither here nor there. No BKB yet on Matu, but he's heading towards it now. So once they get the BKB, let's just see, is he going for stats? He did go for stats, just the 1 level in the Assassinate. I think that's just to keep vision, not necessarily to use in fights. Wants to have the vision, but yeah, did go for the stats. Wants to be a tankier, wants to have more damage. Oxy, Blink Dagger ready. Thinking about a move onto this Nisha Queen of Pain. Doesn't hang around long enough. Meanwhile, the rest of Secret are smoked to the top side, looking for a bit of a push on this tower. Will there be any rotations? I don't think there will. I think they've sort of outmaneuvered them across the map. I think the push is just going to come onto the racks and say, well, if you want to take our tier 2, we're just going to take your racks. Puppy's TPing in. Spiders are already doing a bunch of work. Pipe being used. Puppy, night time. He doesn't know who's around. The rest of Liquid are here. They see double. See Silencer. They can make a jump with Mickey. He has the BKB. Global is up. They get the range racks and almost actually clear out the melee. I think all the creeps are going to die to the tick damage of the Arcane Curse. They lose a tier 2 top Liquid, and they smoke up. Where's the smoke back play? Roshan, available in 40 seconds. I want to see if they can find something mid. Rezo. See him around. Chrysalis, they're smoked up as well. It's a 5-on-5 smoke. They find the Primal Beast. Everything being thrown on top. There's the Global. Rezo gets off the BKB. Wants to try and turn around. Double. Boundless strike on the edge of the fight. Chrysalis doesn't get the kill though. And still Insania up on the high ground. Able to output a bit of the damage off to the side. Nisha uses the Sonic Wave and kills off Matu. The sniper is dead. Now the BKB from Mickey. He's just being hit down by Chrysalis. He won't get the damage done. Mickey will die and get no trade. It's just the buyback from Puppy once again. Rezo being chased by the spiders. There's a lot of them on there, but the stun from Chrysalis says, give me all that gold. So the 1 and 2 of Liquid go down just for the loss of the buyback on Puppy. And this is sort of how Puppy's playing these fights. He's just holding enough gold. Got to buy back in. Now, Secret, they go into the Roche pit. This time it's a Shard and an Aegis. Stun. Catching onto a couple. He's trying to get a kill off here. Actually, whoa! Boundless strike. Boxy, he existed and then he didn't. Meanwhile, on the backline, the Spiders trying to get in onto Puppy. Zai's doing everything he can to delay this. Roshan, buyback now from Boxy. Roshan, 3rd HP. As the fight's continuing up on the high ground, there's an Assassinate. Will be enough to kill Nisha. No, it isn't. Just the level 1 Assassinate. He does make it away. Insania will die to Zai, although now comes the snowball. Forward, Tumble's trying to get him further away. But in the middle of the fight, Matu, he's been caught. He needs his lifesteal back up. He's got the Mask Madam going, and they get the kill on a Monkey King. He had the support from the rest of his team. And now into the pit they go. No buyback on the Silencer. No buyback on the Monkey King. Looking for more. Kayak. Careful. Does have a Spike Carapace and a Blink Dagger. And the Aegis goes to Matu. Leave. Where's the Shard? He's going to have the Shard as well. So, Concussion Grenade. Very, very important in these fights. Enabling him to reposition. Still doesn't have the BKB. But at the moment, he's just sort of standing and fighting with the Mask of Madness Daedalus. And that's the strat at the moment. Hasn't leveled up the Assassinate anymore. Still just wants the stats. You know, it would have got him a kill there onto Nisha. I think the stats play this game is still the right thing. Onto the mid lane tower. Glyph will be used. Gun comes out and misses on the spiders. What was the intention there? Die now with the Hex. Hex and the Blast Rig. So, it's surprisingly tanky for this Broodmother. He's very hard to bring down. 2.3k health, but magic resistance as well as damage mitigation from the Wraith Pact. Secret, now they're trapped in their base. 7k net worth lead to Liquid. You can see it's going up and down a little bit, but starting to trend a little bit more in the Liquid direction. Chrysalis has the Basher, working towards a lot of items. He's got the Ice Guardy queued up, as well as the Refresher Orb. Wants to have a lot of items to try and come back in this game. Primal Beast working towards the Shivas as well as a Refresher at 2. So wants to have that double Pulverize, double Trample, double Onslaught. But Matu, he doesn't care about any of that. He is just hitting onto the high ground, along with the chip damage from it. There's the Blink-in stun. They're trying to find this Matama Man Sniper. He does have the Aegis. A couple of lives are available. Mickey with the BKB off to the side. Wickons Man and the Pulverize. Matama Man, he gets the Concussion Grenade off. He's just going to turn around. Sonic Wave will take the first life. But Monkey King died for that Aegis. He has a buyback if they want to use it. Spiders up onto the high ground, but they've pretty much blown all their load at the moment on Liquid. Liquid are pretty safe to continue this push. To Smoke. might coincide with a buyback. They're going to try and go in. There's the immediate Hex on the Zyke. Actually, buyback from the Monkey. Nisha with the BKB. Nice path catches onto this Primal Beast in the middle of the fight. Zyke's going to go down to the Spider and Mickey. But Tamaman's popped the BKB and he's just blinking away. Ha ha! And the Rax is probably going to fall now from that as well. That was a bit of a surprise defense there with the buyback from the Monkey King, but it still wasn't enough.
Radiant's middle tower.
Now the mid tower, it's gone down. Mid Rax looking to fall. Bottom Rax is reasonably low as well, so there's not much left. Take the Megas. There's the Hex onto Sniper. Fighters going to do build up the damage. Puppy will just put himself away. Buyback now from the Nyx Assassin Nisha. Blinks in. Zyke. Zyke did save, I guess, the Megas with his buyback. So, I mean, the base of Secret is in shambles. They have 1 range Rax, 1 melee Rax. And really, they used a lot of resources to even defend that. The side of Liquid, they're 15k net worth lead now. The moment Boxy's in the grey, but he'll be respawning again soon, and then they'll have the full complement. Saw that concussion grenade saved him on that first life, Martu. And the Sonic Wave had to be committed to get rid of the Sniper. And really, that's all that Sonic Wave did. Just got rid of the first life, and then what do you have left to try and do with the second life? You just couldn't get enough damage through. And Martu is still leveling up those stats. He's got very, very tanky. And now with the BKB, 8 seconds, had the fresh 9 second in that fight. It's actually a DD in the river. He can just stand and fight. You know, see, this is a sniper who can chip away, but if they do tend to get close to him, he just pops on the Mask of Madness, BKB, and just goes to town. With the lifesteal from the Daedalus he's getting, the lifesteal from the Mask of Madness combined with the Daedalus with the huge damage and crits, he can just stand his ground against a Monkey King. Particularly if he has a pipe and the Wraith Pact up around. I mean, the Wraith Pact plus Mask of Madness. Plenty of lifesteal. And they're smoked up. Liquid. On this last melee Rax. Rezo is in the area, has a BKB, it's ready, it's only 6 seconds now. Guy throws the spiders up with the pipe over onto the mid lane, wants to try and get rid of the ranged Rax, and you can see he actually dodges the stun. I mean, the Rax is just dying. Meanwhile, bottom lane, they're dying here, it's smoke and mirrors. They almost get the ranged Rax. Rax has got a couple of catapults going on as well. And there's the combo from Mickey. Global Silence comes out the Hex onto Rezo. Isn't enough to bring out Chrysalis. Big Wukon's command on the back line with the Boundless Strike setup. He's got to run away. It's a BKB and run. That's never a good sign. Now Martu finishes off the Rax mid lane. It's got a couple of hits away. It will quickly fall, and that will be the Megas. Mickey, Boxy, Martu, Insania. They've got the Megas in this game too. Their entire life in the tournament, it's looking pretty good. They may be able to force this to a game 3. Secret. This looks like some sort of YOLO play here before the Megas start pushing in. Trying to get something done here, but the resources are low. The buybacks have been expended. Liquid, they have a huge gold lead. And plenty of buybacks to use themselves if they wish to use them. But at the moment, I think Martu's actually bought out. Yeah, he's bought out at the moment. He's actually short on gold, so I mean, shouldn't be an issue, but something to have in mind. With the Megas now being forced in, Liquid are in firm control of this game. They can really do whatever they want. They can push, they can wait for Roshan, they can control the map, they can get their gem to work, clear out these wards around this mid lane. I mean, these wards is everything that Secret are holding on to right now. This is where they're playing. They have nowhere else to play on them. Actually, Blink Stun catches out Martu. Will they get enough damage onto this sniper? No, he full staffs away. Now turns around with the lifesteal. Rezo goes down. The rest of Secret as well is in a shambles. That was probably the play if they could find Martu, get the damage. But with the Satanic, Megas are now pushing in. It is a 5v3. They have 2 buybacks. They're probably going to have to expend reasonably soon if they want to get anything done here. They're trying to cut the wave. Chrysalis, but I think the back door's well and truly already down. Creeps are in the base. Yeah, you're not going to be stopping him from coming in from this point. Double buyback. R2 throwing down the shrapnel, just delaying the back, linking it with the global silence. BKB immediately onto the sniper. Resolution has a big charge through, but Mickey blinks in with the BKB and the avalanche toss combo. And that's it. That's the end of Team Secret in Game 2. We're going to a Game 3 in this lower bracket final. Liquid with the momentum. And we're going to have to wait and see who is joining Tundra in that grand final.